my mom, Sandy.
This is my daughter, Tacoma.
And we're frogging to a finish.
So thanks for joining us here on our Flosstube channel. This is Flosstube number 1.
Not 11. 1.
Yeah, so we thank you for joining us today, and we're going to be going through our WIPs to give you some idea of what it is that we like to stitch and what we're in the middle of. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you get inspired yourselves, and maybe a few charts you haven't seen ever, or maybe not in 20 years or so. So reintroduce you to some things maybe you loved and forgot about.
So before we start,
yes,
in the description box below, there will be a link to every chart that I could find a link to. Now, on one of hers, it's vintage. It's old. I found a link to an Etsy seller. If they don't have it, go to eBay. That's where she found it. You gotta be resourceful.
Absolutely. So the first project I'm going to talk about is called Forest Home by The Blue Flower. And I'm stitching it on what I will call a vintage ivory Aida 14 count. And we call it vintage ivory because, well, it's been around maybe since the 80s. And we had a very large piece of it. We are finally down to some of our last projects.
We can't get some of our we've tried to start new projects on it and we don't have enough.
Yeah.
Which is very annoying for somebody who's always had enough Aida to stitch.
Yeah. So we're getting down there. It'll be time for us to start buying some stuff. But this is Forest Home, and this is my progress on that. You can see I've got a lot of the bottom part done. Right now I'm working on this tree and its branches, and then when we get done here tonight, I'll be working on the leaves. Mm-hmm. That's my assignment for this week. And there are animals sitting on each of the branches. So I'll be working on that. This is all done in, there was a DMC conversion on 1-2-3 Stitch where I bought the pattern. And I did it, I took all the DMC suggestions except for I kept the Weeks Glacier Melt, which is that water there. It's going to be a waterfall. It starts up here and comes down. I thought that would help to keep with that variegated fabric, it would feel like the water and give it a better
movement.
Better movement, yes.
What's been your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, I love the deer. What's your favorite animal?
What's the animal you complained about the most?
The deer.
But it's your favorite?
But now that he's done, or she's done, I guess there's not antlers. It's a she-deer. The doe that is here, she's even more beautiful now that I have other things around her. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she was a lot to stitch. That was very stitch heavy, the heaviest stitch.
Who helped
part. You? Oh yeah, my daughter helped me. I was a little late one night coming home, and I had this all, I had it outlined so that it could be easy fill in. So she did a couple of rows for me, and I was able to finish it.
If you look at the back, you can tell her stitching style is different.
Yeah. So, but we won't look at the back.
The back is none of your business. I tell my hairdresser all the time, the back of my head ain't my business. The back of my project ain't your business.
So I'm working on that with a deadline of, I think it's the end of July, beginning of August. So.
End of August.
Well, to be framed, but the stitching needs to be done before that.
I didn't know we were framing that.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, so my first project is, fun fact about me, get a lot of my projects off Etsy. I know that sometimes that is not the most ethical design things, but I do my research, and they look okay. They don't look AI. Now, if they are, let me know, but I already paid for them, so I'm going to stitch them. But this was a needlepoint canvas, and you're supposed to buy it and paint the canvas. I don't do needlepoint though, so I don't know. But I just started a new job, same company, so I got to get trained. And the trainer's always saying, if you ask another department to do your job, they're going to tell you to kick rocks. So this is going to say respectfully kick rocks. But I love this gingham. It's so fun and mindless to stitch. And this is like a 20 count. I wanted it small. I didn't want it too big. And it's just a 20 count from Michael's. And I have to use a smaller needle than I'm used to. That's why my needle's chilling out here. Trust me, I've seen enough projects left from the 80s to know not to leave your needle in them. But I don't want to go looking for my little needle when this is the only project I use it on. So that's why that's there, okay? Don't come for me.
Okay.
And I've been working on this for about 2 weeks. I'm trying to get it done before I'm out of training. So I do have assignments like her forest home, but they're smaller.
Yeah. Okay. Now my next project is a very special one. Tacoma will put it on the board for us. It's called Buckley. Buckley was my soul dog, and he passed away a couple of years ago. I guess about 3 now, because Pippa's 4 and Pippa was 1 when he passed away. So Tacoma took a picture of him and put it through Floss Cross and made a design that I could cross stitch of Buckley. So I'm very hopeful. It's really starting to look like him, but it's my first parking effort. So for one, I started at the bottom and I should have started at the top. I didn't know. And plus the bottom is more like full coverage, and then it's less so up here. So
she's not stitching the sky.
It was easier to start at the bottom. I'm not stitching the sky. Oh, I'm doing this on Picture This Plus Feldspar. And it's 14 count, Ada. And it's beautiful fabric, and it goes beautifully with Buckley's coloring. I have this frog up here because I have done some frogging. But the frog helps to hold the parked threads as well. But he's coming along really nicely. You can see his paws here. I think we've got them all now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's just the start of one. So again, this is on my wheel. Haven't been spinning it much lately. So Buckley has sadly not been worked on in probably 6-8 weeks. So I really miss him.
What's your advice though to people doing something like this grass?
Oh yeah, this grass, it is full of confetti, and there are probably, I can't even tell you how many different colors of green. I can't even tell you. So you know what, if you lose your spot, it's okay. Just pick up a green and put it in. It's nature. It's nature, so it doesn't matter. And certainly in this case, it did not matter. So, and that's kind of been my go for now that as I go forward, like in Forest Home, it's nature. It's trees, it's a deer, it's a possum, it's a porcupine, it's a beaver. So, you know, flowers, they are what they are. Nature isn't perfect, and we don't have to be either. So I've learned from this project that piece of advice. So I will carry on with this. I don't know when he'll be finished. I'm pretty certain not this year. But we'll see. I've been working on him since October.
You got the fabric for your birthday last year.
Yeah, so, but I did that spaniel.
Yeah, so probably October.
So I think it was around October when I finished another project I did for a friend that I started on him. So, and for a while I worked on him exclusively because just up until like the beginning of this year, I was a monogamous stitcher. So this is all new to me.
And then she watched all you guys and found out she could have more than one project.
So it's someone else's fault. It's not mine. But it'll be fine. And he'll be beautiful when he's done. Whenever that is.
So my next project, Sandy's going to put on the board. But it's another Etsy, fine. But it is the artist. And then they send it through.
Is this right?
Yeah. They send it through some program. I don't know, but I paid for it. And it is full coverage and not full coverage. Right now it's full coverage. So I let her figure out how to park on Buckley. And then I said, I think I can do that. So this is going to be beautiful panties. Beautiful panties. Or as my grandma calls them,
Piney.
Pineys. And do you know where I'm from now? Because apparently we're the only people that do that. This is another color in cotton spellbound, 20 count Ada. It is going to show. I didn't buy a nice piece of fabric for it not to show. But it is going to be beautiful. I have, to be honest, I was wondering why I was parking the other day. Because I only had like 2 threads parked. Like nothing was coming over. And now I have like 5. So, you know, that's how it works some days. But this is going to be beautiful. And this is, as we just said, it's all green and it's all pink. You get a stitch wrong, it's fine. There is some white in there, so I try and make sure that's good because that's a nice highlight, but it's not the end of the world. Stitching never is.
That's true. Very true. Okay. My next piece is called Chaplain's Garden.
Give me a moment.
Okay. Chaplain's Garden, and it's an old pattern by Pegasus.
Pegasus publication.
A Pegasus publication, 1990. It's adapted from artist's work by Marty Bell.
I'm just gonna hold this.
Okay. It's very confetti. It was adapted. The adaptation was done by Mildred Hinnett Hedgeworth, and it has 98 different colors in it.
That's her color list. I'm not showing you the chart. I'm showing you the color list. And it's all DMC.
It's all DMC. And we had all of it but 2. So we have a very nearly complete DMC library here. If it was all recent.
We'll talk about that later.
Or all old, it would be good. Anyway, this is my start. I started it over the weekend. Last weekend. I started on Monday, actually, because I was off on Monday. So I started this. So there's my start on Chaplain's Garden. A lot of parking involved. I had to start in the middle because it was oblong. So there was really no corner to start in. So I just started in the middle. I think I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Work up and then start going around something. Anyway, I got that first little 100.
Where'd you get this fabric?
This fabric is from Color and Cotton. We bought it at their grand reopening a week ago Saturday. And this is called Airheads. And it's a
20 count.
20?
18?
It's an 18 count Ada.
It'll be in the box that is on the screen right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Don't trust what we say. Trust that.
yeah, trust that. Yeah. It didn't come from our brains. It came from a piece of paper. So I think I'm going to enjoy stitching this. But I also am planning on putting this away for a while I finish Forest Home. And I make some progress on some of these that I have already started.
This was a celebratory start.
Yes.
So it doesn't follow the rules.
Yeah. So I'm starting it and then I'm going to put it away. So you won't be seeing this very often.
Okay. So remember how she said we have almost a whole library of DMC?
Yeah.
And some of it's old. And some of it's new. And some of it matches. And some dye lots have changed. You want to know what dye lot has changed? Number 803. This is my call for help. This is my bat signal to the stitchy world. If you got any 803 from the 80s, maybe 90s, let me know. You're about to see why. So this is Santa's Moonlight Ride from Counting Puddles.
It's gorgeous.
It will be. Do you see that color change though, right about here?
I don't think they can see it till you get closer.
You see that color change? Can you hold that?
Yep.
Right there, you can see it.
There's a line.
This is vintage 803. I think this is beautiful. This is not even 803. Wait, let me make sure I'm telling you the right number.
Wow. Now we're going to check that. See? You can see that line there.
No, 803 is what I'm using. I
Okay.
need vintage 336.
Oh.
336 from the 80s or 90s.
336.
336. Let me repeat that. I used to be a teacher. I know you have to repeat things multiple times. 336 from the 80s or 90s. But it's going to be beautiful. This
Gorgeous.
This project could be the motto for our whole channel.
Oh.
I think I have frogged every stitch at least once. And I'm going to have to do some more frogging. We're not going to talk about the top. We're going to start working down, and we'll deal with the top later.
When we get that vintage 336.
336. 336. There's it's on the screen. 336. And vintage. Don't be sending me the new stuff. I have the new stuff. It don't work. You want to trade me old stuff for new stuff? We'll do it. But make sure you don't have a project currently in the works with it.
Because it won't be the same.
It won't be the same. But this is going to be beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. If I get it too close, you can't tell. But this sled, beautiful. The moon, beautiful. This is going to be beautiful. This is my museum glass piece. You'll see hers later.
Yeah.
Probably because I frogged it so many times. And my kids better keep this if I have kids. If not, my sister better take it. If not, it's getting in the coffin with me. I'm gonna say, "Come on, Santa, let's go."
There was too much time spent frogging on that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because she already frogged the sky once.
I frogged the sky so I could keep this blue that I don't have enough of. If I had frogged this, I wouldn't have had to frog this. But yeah, mistakes were made, decisions were made. Check your dye lots.
But she's not giving up.
Check your dye lots.
Check your dye lots. It'll be fun. It's nature. It's the sky.
Okay. Which one is next for you?
All is calm.
All is calm.
By Plum Street. You can see the picture there on the screen. And then I'll show you my progress. Again, not a lot. But this is on Storm Cloud Soft by, thank you, Tacoma. Storm Cloud Soft by Color and Cotton.
Guess who? Color and Cotton.
It is a linen. It is 28 count. The finished project will be 175 by 175 stitches.
Is this square?
Yeah. Have I got the right one? Wait a minute, wrong one. It's not 175 because I was thinking that's huge. All is calm is right here. And it is 72 by 90. So it's very doable. Again, it's been put to the side because of Forest Home. And I haven't, this is on my wheel, but I haven't been spinning the wheel that much. So it's going to
Take a drink for every time she says I haven't been spinning the wheel.
So I got the snow across the bottom. I've started that little snowman right here. But that's it. But this will be done by Christmas. I feel certain of that. It's not that big of a stitch. Once I get Forest Home done in August, I can get on some of these again on the wheel. And I'll explain that later.
This next project is another Etsy. Here you go.
Got it. You can talk.
Yeah, this project, I started it. You could consider it my oldest WIP. But I don't.
Oh.
I started it in 2021. And it's a circle, and the circle didn't meet up. And I got frustrated, and I put it to the side. Well, as you can see, I'm nowhere close to knowing if my circle matches up. I threw that away. It went into garbage.
It was nearly done, right?
The circle just needed...
All these flowers were done.
The circle just did not match up. And fun fact about this, these letters are off. So I'm going to... you might never see this again. But now that I'm looking at it and I see how much is done, I might just try and power through.
And it is pretty.
Yes, it's on a black, I think 16 count Ada. Oh, and the reason it's like all like weird down here is because my dog chewed on it. Life happens.
Yeah. And what's it going to say?
Oh, it's going to say, carry yourself with the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Amen.
And so this is my project that might never get done. I really need to wash it. I didn't realize the dog had done that much slobber to it.
Yeah. Maybe you want to do that, but you haven't even decided to get it back out yet, so. Well, my next project is another big one. It's called My Blue Heaven, and it's by the Summer House Stitch Works. I started it in February. It is on Color and Cotton Storm Cloud Soft, just like the previous All Is Calm.
This
They're on the
is
same fabric.
175 by 175.
This is the one that's 175 by 175. I do have that border going all the way around. There's a blue border, and then there'll be a yellow border, which I have some of it up here done. The yellow goes around, and then another little blue line will go around, and then this beautiful work up there that it's like lattice or flowers or
It's very lacy.
whatever it is. It's gorgeous. The story behind this is I found it at Color and Cotton the first time we went last August. And I said, gosh, that's a beautiful pattern, but it reminds me of a sampler, and I don't care for samplers. And
What's the two things you don't stitch?
I don't stitch houses and alphabets.
What are you stitching?
I'm stitching houses. I have two houses right now. But this one, it caught my eye, and I didn't forget about it. So we went back after Christmas, didn't we? Before
Yes,
New
it was
Year's?
right. No, it maybe before Christmas. It was after Jingle Ball. It might have been.
It was after Christmas because I had received that other project for a Christmas present. We went to get floss and fabric for it. So I went ahead. They still had it on the racks. And I just couldn't. So I was still thinking about it 4 months later. So I went ahead and bought the pattern. Bought this fabric to get it started. And so this is where I'm at.
And the ladies at Color and Cotton are super nice because they cut this to size, but Mom wanted all of it.
Yeah.
So they serged this one because we didn't know what we were putting on the other piece. They might have serged all sides of that cut piece, but they serged it all so we don't have to worry about.
Right. They cut it so that I could just have this project on here, and then they serged this for this project. So that was very nice of them. They didn't have to do that.
No.
But if you ever get a chance, if you're ever in the St. Louis area, make sure you make a stop at Color and Cotton because their new store is gorgeous.
Fabulous.
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 We're going to go back when it's not so crowded. Opening day was a little much, but
we got what we needed.
we got what we needed and a little bit more.
And we'll show you guys that on
Another
future
video.
Do you want to go? Because you have two more and I only have one.
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
This is an easy one to talk about. This is called Snowflake Santa. And it's, I don't even know who it's by.
Sue Hillis.
Sue Hillis. Sue Hillis Designs.
And she does one of these maybe every year.
There was one every year up to a certain point. This was from 2010, Snowflake Santa. But there's a whole series of them. We got this at Country.
I saw that.
What was it called?
Country Cupboard in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Another thing we like to do is there's a website called,
I don't know.
what's it called? We've also found that this website is not the most reliable. So
I have an app on my
She
phone.
has an app I use the website.
Travel Stitch.
Yes.
Or something
And we
like
try
that.
and find a stitchy store whenever we go someplace.
Yeah.
Um,
So we were in Nashville visiting at Thanksgiving time, and we took a day to go in the direction of Murfreesboro and stopped at this store, and I got this beautiful pattern. So this is my beginning on Snowflake Santa. Again, he's on my wheel, but it's not getting spun
and
right
this
now.
is your first project on
Country Vintage Mocha.
vintage.
Vintage Country Mocha. I saw a lot of people on Flosstube who were doing Christmas projects on this. So I decided, what the heck? And of course, there is a little...
Oh, are we showing?
Yeah, we can show this just because it shows what's possible. I started it because if you saw the picture, there was a frame around it, right? Well, I decided I didn't want the frame around mine. And I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to frog all this. And Tacoma said, no, Mom, just turn it upside down or just start at the bottom and work your way up. Because I don't need that over there. I could frog it if
we'll pick it out. Like
But we don't need to do that right now.
We try and go through our supplies every once in a while, figure out what needs to be picked out, what can be saved, what doesn't need to be saved. A lot of that vintage ivory stuff we had cut for other projects, and we just decided not to. The cuts were too small. It wasn't worth frogging. We had enough of it. It didn't need to happen. Okay, I have one more project.
Okay. So do I. Oh, look at yours. Okay. You talk about that? So
this is on a scroll frame. Sorry, you don't get to see all the progress. But it does say a woman living here has. And it's going to say a woman living here has registered to vote and therefore citizenship something. I'm not that far down. I only care about a woman living here has, and then I think the next two lines I'm doing is registered to vote. This is my semi-quincean bicentennial stitch. Go America 250. I started this in March. This is an 11 count white Aida that we just had sitting around. I tea-dyed it. So this is on purpose. Well, not on purpose. I didn't think I'd get that, but it happened. And I'm trying to finish it by, we have midterm elections in the States in November. So as much as I don't want this hanging on my door for people to know I'm registered to vote, I want it on my door by election day. And then that will open my scroll frame up for another project. But it's my first project on a scroll frame. I'm liking it. Oh, I'm also doing it with pearl cotton. It's my first project with pearl cotton because I don't like separating threads if I don't have to. And Mom told me that if I had done regular DMC, I would have had to separate all 6 strands and put them back together. And that makes no sense to my brain.
And we did that once.
Yeah, and it took her 40 years.
We'll see that on another Flosstube. Not today. And then I have this last project here. It is called American Flag Quilt Sampler by Rosewood Manor, designed by Karen Kluba. And this is my 250th stitch for America's birthday.
Let me get in close because she's not.
Of course, I didn't realize until I got it how complicated and detailed it was. So this will not be done by the 4th of July. There's one of these squares for every state.
Let's get in here.
Yeah.
So we have, so far she has Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Massachusetts, Maryland, and then her special block.
Yeah. That special block was designed by Karen Kluba to commemorate the 250th. So this rectangle here will have the original 13 colonies, but it has a place for 15 motifs. So I'm going to put the 250th one there, and then there's one in the book for Washington, D.C., which is not in the original pattern, but I'm going to add that down here. And then the rest of it will be the rest of the states and in the stripes. And the stripes say something, but I don't want mine to say that. I want mine to say,
forever in peace may she wave.
Forever in peace may she wave. Some of those words from the song about our flag. So Tacoma is going to
I got a couple years.
Yeah, she's going to take care of that part of the design for me. And
well, because all the letters are Algerian Algerian crosses. Is that
Yeah.
what they're called?
Maybe.
And backstitch. So she's not going to want to do that while she's moving her hoop
No.
down the
So
line.
she has until I finish this square, which will probably take all of this year and into the beginning of next year. So by then we'll have it figured out what the words are going to say. But for right now, we're right there. And I'm hoping the whole project will be done by 2031, by America's 255th birthday. That's my goal. So you got to have a reason to go on, and this is my reason. And it is beautiful. Lots of backstitch. Just warning you.
So
It's beautiful, but I'm backstitching as I go.
all of the words are backstitched, and then every square is backstitched around it, and then like Pennsylvania has a bunch in it. No, that's Delaware. Sorry, Maryland and Delaware for getting you all confused. Bunch of backstitch.
A lot of backstitch on every, so I do it as I go. I finish a motif and I backstitch it, and then I feel like I really have a finish. Even though it's a huge project, each state is a finish, and that can be exciting.
Finish.
Yeah, it's kind of like doing an ornament, and I work on that every Sunday. Even with Forest Home, I put Forest Home aside on a Sunday, and I work on the flag. So, and that is my final project, but I think we have a joint project.
We got one more project.
Okay. And this one is from Tiny Modernist.
It's called the 12 Christmas Carols.
Yeah.
And you can stitch them all as one, which the picture will show, or we have chosen to cut them apart, basically.
And do 12 individual ornaments.
Yep, so we have 8 done so far. So we're going to real quick go through those.
And they're so cute, and they're so easy to stitch.
Yes.
After all this other stuff we've been stitching.
So Into All a Good Night, super cute, super fun. Have a Holly Jolly Christmas, super cute, super fun.
Tacoma did both of those.
And then Not a Creature Was Stirring, Mom did that one.
And I outlined that mouse. Oh, and we did all these on Zweigert Platinum 14 count Ada. We had a whole bunch of that for some reason. I won't go into that.
So Hurry Down the Chimney
That
tonight.
looks really beautiful in the camera.
Well, you did it.
Oh yeah, I did it.
She thinks she gave me a compliment. I'm just holding it up. It's Christmas Time in the City.
I did that one too.
Deck the Halls. Oh, I did that one. Cover your face.
Yes, Tacoma did that one.
I love this one. Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
That was mine.
When did I start this one?
You started that one. Do you want to show the people?
No, I want you to tell me when I started it.
You started it yesterday.
And when did I finish it?
You finished it yesterday.
Maybe today.
yesterday. I was asleep, so I don't know when she finished
Dashing
it.
through the snow. Is snow spelled right?
Yeah, S-N-O-W.
And then she is working on one.
Oh, yes, I am. I can show it to you. It isn't a hoop. There's a needle. There's thread hanging. But I'm working on this one.
This is real life.
This is our real life. It's a camper. And it's a camper that's going to have snow and a snowman and a Christmas tree. And it says, it's the most wonderful time of the year. A very vintage camper. One of those little bubble ones. Very cute. Again, easy to stitch. I took to this chiropractor the other day while I was waiting, and I did all that gray there. The camper's taken me a while, but normally I can get one done in a couple of days. Even as a slow stitcher, I get it done in a couple days. But I haven't had a couple days lately because of Forest Home. I'm going to blame everything on Forest Home.
Okay. 336 from the 80s, early 90s.
Leave a comment or
Leave a
send an
comment.
email.
Send an email.
Our email address is below. in the
Follow us on
description.
Instagram. Tell me if you got it.
Yeah.
Let us know where you're from. If Mom has done your state, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we don't know that many people from Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Massachusetts, or Maryland.
Yeah. Let us know if you're from any of those states that I've already done. That would be fun to know who's watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, have fun stitching.
Please.
Have fun frogging.
Because that's how you get to a finish.
So, see you next time where we think we'll do a finish parade.
Yeah, we'll try.
So, we don't know when that will be.
No.
But it'll be fun.
Yeah. Join us.
Have a good night.